Right guys, as promised, here's a little warm-up routine you can do at home. The only piece of equipment you really need, if you want to use it, is a skipping rope. We tend to use skipping a lot in a fight gym. I encourage you to as well. It's something to get good at and learn a skill at the same time if you're not very good, but you don't need it. I'll show you this for a body weight type warm-up. It's pretty much good for anything. Although if you want a more extensive or an extra warm-up with bands and stuff, leave a comment and let us know, and I'll do another video on what we can do for bands if those of you at home have bands. Okay, that's up to you. So like, comment, let me know, and we'll do more sort of stuff like that for you. So first things first, grab a skipping rope. Okay, if you have one. If you don't worry. We are going to skip for about 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Now, the reason why we're skipping, okay, is to get the heart rate up a little bit, okay? Chances are, most of you in this quarantine have just rolled off the couch or the bed or something after watching Netflix and come to get warm. So, to come to train, sorry. In order to do so, we just need to wake the body up a little bit, okay? Wake the body up a little bit, wake the central nervous system up, just to say, hey mate, we're about to train, alright? That's what we're doing. So just lubricating those joints a little bit, warming up that heart rate. I'm not going to skip 3 to 5 minutes, you don't want to watch all of that. Alternatives, running on the spot, okay? Jumping jacks, and then you can do forward as well. You can run a couple of steps, come back a couple of steps. Run a couple of steps, come back a couple of steps, okay? You get the idea. You want to do that for about 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Just get the heart rate up a little bit. You're not looking to get massively sweaty, you're not looking to get tired, just looking to get that heart rate up a little bit. So just a little bit out of breath like I am. Okay, good. So, my cameraman's going to walk around here. Next, come over to a wall, okay? You don't have to do it with a wall, I recommend you do, or anything on the surface that you can push against, okay? So, now, I'm going to start with my left leg. I'm going to keep my left leg straight, but loose. What I mean by that is you can see it's straight, but it's going to nicely loose the hips, and it's going to go like this. I'm going to do 10, I want you to do 20. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You're doing 20, I'm doing 10 for the sake of the video. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A common mistake with this one, okay, is people try to go too far this way and short this way. It's the opposite way. Reach a little bit past your other foot, then come out nice and wide. You're trying to open the hips, okay? Don't do it the other way around, like I just showed you. Next one. You're going to put your left hand on the wall, okay? My left hand's on the wall, I'm using my left leg. I keep this left leg nice and straight, this right arm straight, I kick up, and I try and touch my toes, keeping my leg as straight as you can. Now, a common mistake is people try to do this, okay? I don't want you to bring your hand to your foot, I want you to bring your foot to your hand. Your foot up to your hand, okay? And we'll do 10 of these. You're getting a twist from the body. 9, 10. I'm not sure how many that was. It felt like 10. Okay, next side. My right hand goes against the wall. My right leg is the one that's going to be working. Okay, left arm up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, doing those two things. One, it puts a bit of blood in your hamstrings, warming your hamstrings up a little bit, and a common area that's very tight on most people. But also, we're a bit more fluid now. Our hips are opened a little bit. Now, the next one I always start with, my favourite, Matt's least favourite, because I do it all the time. If you watch our live feed, you'll know what I'm talking about. Is the world's greatest stretch. Okay, the world's greatest stretch. It is actually called that. On Google, you can look it up if you like. I don't know why it's called that, I guess because it's a great stretch, but it is actually called that. Look it up on Google. Check if I'm teaching it right. Anyway, we're going to come down. Now, we're going to be in a push-up position, okay? A push-up position. And from here, I'm going to bring my right foot to my right hand. Okay, some of you might get stuck and have it here, no problem. Just lift it up and try and bring it as far as you can. Okay, now, I want you to bring your weight forward. If this is incredibly difficult to do, no problem. Bring your knee to the floor, okay? I will stay down here for the remainder of the demonstration. However, if this is easy and you feel like you can do it up here, then please do. Anyway, bring the left leg down. Now, from here, I'm going to try and reach down. I'm going to try and put my elbow on the floor. I can't quite make it, but no problem. I'm going to come up nice and slow. Keep looking at your hand and stretch. Now, don't do it fast and reach back like that. I want you to slow and control. When you get to the top, open up that chest. Really try and get a stretch going. Okay, then come down. Then you're going to lift up. You're going to switch your legs. And you're going to bring the left foot forward. Okay, then your knee comes down. We go again, left side. Here, up, and stretch. Okay, then back. Now, you have two choices. You can either do one side and then the other. However, I like to switch it up, going right side then left side, or left side then right side. I like changing it because it makes it a little bit more dynamic. And depending on what your session is planned ahead, a dynamic stretch is going to be a little bit better for you. Okay, just gets you warmed up a bit more. What else was I going to say to you? So with this, if you find this really difficult, about 5 each side will be very beneficial for you. Okay. However, you should shoot to get about 10 each side. Okay, we want 10 each side ideally. Cool. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to get in contact. Leave us a comment on the YouTube video or reach out to us via Instagram. We're normally very active on Instagram and we're on it every day doing the live workouts anyway. So please reach out if you need to. Next one of my favourites, the squat and reach. Okay, so we're going to stand up. I'm going to be going back down there, cameraman, so get ready. Now, I'm going to show you from 2 angles. The first angle is how to get down into the deep squat properly. Now, the squat is a 3-joint movement, okay? It's a 3-joint movement. So the movement should replicate those 3 joints. So the first one is hips, the second one is knee, the third is ankles. So first things first, is push that bum back to get the hips working. Okay, then we're going to come down, the knees, and then eventually the ankles at the bottom. Now, I'm at the bottom of the squat, and you can see my bum has gone back, okay, but my upper body is nice and tall. I've got a nice long spine. My shoulder blades are back, my chest is up, okay? I'm sat at the very deep squat, I have a nice long spine, okay? So that's the angle, that's the angle to show you the side. Now I'll show you the full exercise. Very important to keep your shoulder blades back and try and stay as upright as possible, okay? You probably saw that I had a nice straight back. Right, that's because I pushed my hips back and I stayed nice and tall. Okay? A common mistake for people when they squat is they're like this. Okay, that doesn't help. Bum back, chest up. Okay? Anyway. Also, knees go out a little bit. So here we go. Bum goes back, I stay nice and tall, I come down into that squat. Now, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to put my elbows against my knees and we're just going to sit here for a bit. Okay? Just sit here for a bit. Now, I'm going to rock from right side to left side, making sure you keep your feet on the floor at all times, and just rock back and forth. Just opening up those legs. There's not really, I mean, you can put a rep count on it if you like. I don't, I just tend to do it just to break down the tissue, just to be a little bit more flexible. I mean, you can do it 10 each side if you like, 5 each side. Just get nice and comfortable in this bottom position, basically. Okay, next, I'm going to open up those elbows. Okay, I'm going to push those elbows against my knees and open up those hips even more. Okay, some of you might find this really uncomfortable, and I'm sure you will initially. Don't worry, just means your hips are a little bit tight. Okay, the more you do this, the less tight they'll be. Okay, good. Back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my right hand on the floor like this, okay? Then I'm going to reach up and back and look behind me. Okay. Good, then I'm going to come down. I'm going to place my left hand on the floor. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to reach up and behind. I'm going to come back, other side. Up and behind. Up and behind. Staying as tall as I possibly can, okay? And now I'm going to come up. Now, that was 2 reps, okay? Again, I want you to start, if it's uncomfortable, for 5 each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. That's how I like to count it. If it's easy, do 10. Okay, ideally we get to 10. Next one, the penultimate one, inchworms. Again, if you've seen our Instagram live workouts, particularly mine, I use these a lot. I think they're a great warm-up exercise and also an exercise in general. Inchworms. Now, for inchworms, the hips are going to go back first, your knees are going to be soft. Okay, what I mean by soft, it's not straight, not bent, just nice and soft. Okay, nice and soft. Now, I'm going to go down and push my hips back. Okay, as you can see, I've still got a nice straight back. Then I'm going to go until my feet, until my hands hit the floor. Ideally, you keep them in the same position. Some people might need to bend to get there, that's fine. But ideally, you're going to keep them in the same position so that you feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Then, from there, keeping your abs very tight and your bum tight, you're going to walk out, okay, into a push-up position. You'll notice that I haven't sagged like this. If you're sagging like this, it's because you haven't kept your abs tight, okay? Keep your abs tight. Once we're here, okay, push-up. From a push-up, rock back into your heels, push your bum in the air, and walk backwards. Okay, now you can stand up if you like. I prefer just to go in and out, but stand up if you want to, because it can be quite difficult. And then we'll go again. Number 2, down. Walk out. Push up, thumb in the air. Walk back, and again. I'll do 2 more. Okay, good. So, I did 4 reps there. Again, aim for 5 if it's difficult, aim for 10 if you're a little bit more advanced. Okay, next one. I'm going to give you 2 exercises here. You can either do them both if you like. They work similar things, so you don't necessarily have to do both. Excuse me, some people might struggle with the flexibility of one, so I'm giving you another. But a common area that needs a bit of attention is the upper back, across the shoulder blades, the lower traps, the mid traps, etc., etc. A lot of people sit like this these days, so let's try and pull their shoulder blades back and strengthen up the upper back. That's what we're aiming to do here. Also, if we're doing lots of push-ups, lots of pressing, lots of things like this, we want to balance the body out a little bit by pulling the shoulder blades back. If we're pressing already like this, you'll continue in the problem. If we've opened up a little bit and pressing, you'll find you're going to hit your chest a lot more, and also you're protecting your upper back. Okay, that's the idea. So we're going to go down again. Down. We're going to lay flat. Okay, I'm now going to push my hips into the floor. It might be better if we go over like this. Okay, I'm going to push my hips into the floor. All right, my arms are out next to me like this. I lift my chest off the floor. I bring my shoulder blades back so my hands are off the floor. Okay, now it's very important when I'm in this position that my elbows stay lower than my hands. Okay, so I don't lift my elbows up like this, I lift them up like that. This. I'll show you what I mean. So in here, I don't do this. I do this. I twist my elbows towards the floor and my hands go up. Okay, I keep my chin tucked. Then I'm going to push out in front of me. Then I'm going to bring them back to the beginning. I'm going to push out in front of me. I'm going to bring them back to the beginning. When I push out in front of me, I push out and up a little bit. I don't push straight out. Okay, a common mistake is elbows are up, you push out like this and your hands are always touching the floor. Okay, that's not what we're after. We're after this. Okay? Next. Swimmers. Now swimmers, you're going to stay in the same position, but you're going to put your arms behind you like this and cross your hands. Okay? You're going to push your hips into the floor, pull your shoulder blades back, lift your chest up. You're going to keep your arms nice and straight, make a big circle, bring your hands back, like that, arms down, chest down. Okay? Lift the chest off of the floor, push your hips into the floor, big circle, and back, hands together, down, down. When I'm doing this, my chest is up the whole time. I'm keeping it up the whole time. Okay? Cool. I did about 3 to 4 of each then. Again, I'm going to say it. Aim for 5. 5's easy, and you're slightly more advanced, go to 10. Now, run through that warm up. You can either do it once, we can do it twice. You're going to be pretty set to do pretty much any workout that we're posting on the YouTube or any of our live workouts. You'll notice it's quite similar to stuff we do on the live video anyway, but for those of you that don't catch our lives, that's a warm up that should put you in good stead for anything you're about to do. Let us know what you think, leave a comment, subscribe,